your story is exciting to me because I've been in healthcare for a long time, but what I think is most exciting is when people that have different perspective that haven't been in healthcare their entire life, they come in with consumer experiences from other verticals. I mean, Disney's a great example, right? Like, what other company focuses on the experience more than Disney? And what can you learn from that? And how can you apply some of those learnings to healthcare when it needs it most? And so I love, I myself often look to other verticals to begin to start solving problems. And in fact, that's where OhMD originally came from. We didn't say, let's build a better patient portal. We said, how do people communicate? And how can we bring better communication to healthcare in a way that everyone understands and that people value? So I love that kind of trajectory. And so I guess just follow-up question. I'm already going off script here. Follow-up question that I'm just really curious. So when you first got into healthcare with your husband and started thinking about in 2019 or earlier, that experience you wanted to create, how did you think about things you had learned at Disney, launching the night Animal Kingdom experience? Like what pieces of that drew you into thinking like how you could apply those experiences to healthcare?
Yeah, I mean, anything that, like the medical industry, it's a service, right? So we're providing a medically related service. So it's bringing, again, that customer service to like the top, and making sure that is what we keep in mind in everything that we do. So just kind of thinking about what is it that a consumer wants. I mean, they weren't going to Disney Animal Kingdom because they didn't feel like it was a full night, a full day experience. So they wanted, they're looking at other avenues. So how do we solve for that? We brought in the nighttime. So it's like, you're kind of looking at what is the consumer looking for and how do you solve for that? And so what we were learning from, based on what we talked to friends, other patients that my, husband worked at, was, they felt like the minute they walked into a medical practice, it just felt very stale, very unwelcoming. They were always waiting. They're like, I have a haircut appointment. I go at my haircut appointment. I'm seen within the first like 10, 15 minutes. Why is it that when I go to a doctor's office, I'm waiting for an hour or so and my whole day is gone,
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you kind of take those nuggets and build again on that experience to ensure that it is a pleasant experience and something that, you could potentially look forward to. So with that in mind, we when we found our office space, we wanted to decorate it in a way to make it feel welcoming with comfortable sofas to sit on. Patients are in pain, so we wanted to kind of let if they're going to be sitting on like these plastic chairs, it's going to make it worse. So from the minute they kind of walk in to just getting welcomed by our staff, feeling that they're being cared for, that they matter. So that's kind of how we trained our staff to treat them. And, every step along the way, we wanted to, the biggest thing was building a schedule that allows you to maximize as many patients as you can see possibly, but in a way that when they're there for like dedicated care and they're not just waiting and waiting. So, just the whole overbooking and, all of that we wanted to make, and my husband, Dr. Ansari, is very particular about the schedule. And so he like physically like sat there and kind of built it out. And Athena was great because it really helped us and gave us that flexibility that we needed to ensure that we could build those schedules in a way that would allow us to see as many patients as possible, but also see them in a way that we could kind of get them in and out. And when they're in the office, they're there for their dedicated care.